What are we doing? What was I thinking? No one will know. We're good. We're fine. So if you guys are returning viewers, or if you're new viewers, you might notice that there's, in a lot of my videos where I'm kind of talking about like a craft that I just finished or an art project that I just finished, I have a lot of bookshelves in the background. This one in particular is my like personal in my office bookshelf. I don't even think I have all of my books on here. And as you might have noticed, we're kind of running out of room here. I bought a new bookshelf for myself yesterday at IKEA that matches the same one that I think I'm just gonna put it next to this one. But I have been seeing a lot of videos online that I feel so inspired by of people who are like painting really pretty designs either on bookshelves or dressers or like doorways in their home that I think is so pretty. And I'm the kind of person that I see something like that and I'm like, I could do that. That could be me. I could have something that pretty in my house. So I kind of want to do that with the pair of bookshelves. So I have a sketch that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to take you through the design that I kind of have in my mind. I was inspired by some colors and some really pretty like Art Nouveau style designs and works. So if you guys want to stick around, we're going to talk about books. We're going to build and paint a bookshelf. I'm excited. This is like a combination of all the things that I love. So I know I'm gonna have fun. I hope you guys enjoy too. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys through kind of the design that I have in mind that I'm thinking of how I want to do the bookshelves. I was doing this on break while I was at work. I thought about coming home and like actually taking pictures of my bookshelf itself, but I was like, no. I'm not waiting. When I have an idea in my head, I really don't want to wait. I kind of just want to like do it right then and there. So I went to the IKEA website and downloaded a bunch of, or like screenshotted a bunch of pictures from like all different angles of the bookshelf that I have and this specific color that I have. This is what I'm thinking along the sides. So this really pretty, again, like Art Nouveau is a very big artistic inspiration and a couple different art pieces that I've done before and different designs that I've done before. I love that style. I have a couple specific artists that I love. I love the colors. I love the artwork. I love how like swirly and ethereal almost it is. But this is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to sketch out the colors and kind of what I have in mind and kind of like lay down more of the specific design that I'm wanting to do for it. So this is like the time-lapse video of me sketching it out. Originally I was trying to test out a bunch of different color options, which is another reason that I like doing things, sketching them out digitally before I go in full force, just so I can get a good idea. But these are the colors that I laid down that I'm kind of thinking look really pretty. I have the little leaves and this lighter green. I also decided to go with, I think, a deeper green along the edges and then the little vining design maybe with like a point of focus in the center. But these really pretty, I think they're called coral bells maybe? Some like bleeding hearts, or maybe it's fuchsia. I honestly don't remember. These like pretty lilies. And then just some swirling. This reminded me of like a lily pad shape. I liked the little hand detail. I already know these are gonna suck to paint, but I just like how it looks. I talk a lot about how truly, there's a lot of stuff that I don't plan out when it comes to doing art. A lot of times I just wing it and things turn out fine. And they turn out a lot of times better than I was expecting them to turn out. But with something like this, because it's painting on a specific piece of furniture and it's something I haven't necessarily done before, I did want to sketch it out and plan it out first. And now that I have, I'm genuinely really happy with this style and concept. And I think the colors are really pretty. I think it'll work really well. And I think the more that I thought about it, because I kind of wanted to do it on that green background, but I think it'll work better this way. I'm worried that if I fully paint the green on the side of the shelf, that thicker layer of paint will be more inclined to peel off, and I don't want that to happen. So I think if I just paint it straight on that like faux wood, it might still peel off. I'll look and see if I can find some kind of sealant, but I think this will work a lot better than just doing a solid green and then this. And I think the color will still be really pretty as well. Oh, I'm just really excited. I love doing stuff like this, and to be able to do stuff like this in my house, like I get to own this and I get to make it really pretty, and it's something that makes me happy, and I have the free will and the capabilities to be able to do it. And so I'm just excited. I had a great time sketching this out. It was so pretty to do. Hello, lovelies. So I am officially back home. I had to go to 2 different Michaels. For some reason, the one that's closest to me, it had all the other kind of paint, all the other brands, but for whatever reason, that location did not sell acrylic, which I thought was very strange. So I had to make an additional trek to a different location that was a little bit farther away. I was able to find the paint that I wanted. It was buy one, get one half off. So I was happy for that, but I'm gonna go ahead and start building my bookshelf. I'm actually really excited. Random fact about me, I really enjoy building furniture. There's something like therapeutic, I guess, about building something and using your hands to put it together. And they're really easy instructions to follow. So I'm gonna have a great time. I think I'm gonna like turn on a show or something to watch, or maybe listen to some music while I'm doing it. So I'm almost done building the bookshelf, and I can officially confirm the cats are having a great time. They're so happy. Doing good. I've officially finished building my bookshelf. I think I might try and do the trim today around these little edges, and maybe do the big side panel another day. It's also later in the afternoon now. The sun is kind of starting to go down, and I don't really feel like busting out a light to like light myself and the art piece while I'm doing it. This was like my big goal for the day, was picking up paint and getting my bookshelf built, and now we've done both. So I'm feeling rather accomplished. So I have all the colors here that I think I might potentially need. Some of these were ones I just bought the other day at the store. This one is a refill because I love this shade of green. Hee hookers. But I have some yellows here. I have like my reds and pinks, orange, yellow, ochre. Clearly I use this color all the time. It's getting pretty low. This is, I think, one of my favorite things to mix is a lightener in paints. I like using white. Clearly I have the biggest tube of white paint, but it's unbleached titanium, so it's like this titanium white, but it's almost like a bone white or off-white. So it's really nice to lighten colors, but not make them as starkly pastel as this. It like tones it down a little bit. Gone through like 2 or 3 of these other tubes just in like years of doing art. So yeah, I might need some like dark brown maybe to tone things down, but we'll see. I think this is a good base for what I got going. Hello. So I'm like at the halfway mark of doing the sketch, but I'm getting down to the bottom and I'm realizing, do I like get on the ground and sketch here? This is one of those things. I like planned out the drawing, but now that we're getting to the like real life scenario of how to do this, I have to figure out a better way. When I'm painting it, I also don't want to be laying on the floor. My floors are clean, but like, what are we doing? What was I thinking? I was trying to get on the floor to do the bottom of... I just turned it on its side. We're good to go. So we are officially finished with the sketching portion. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I like that the shape of these little, I think they're coral bells, feels very reminiscent of like the flow and wing shape almost of a swan. The hands, I predicted correctly. I don't know how I feel about them. This was, as hard as it was digitally, this was significantly worse. But I think it's fine. We have the little lily pad. I think it's pretty cute. We've done a good job. Now I can start mixing up the colors and then we will go from there. Doing the sketch whenever I had finally decided to tip it over and realized that that was significantly easier, my back was so sore from having to bend over and like do it. So now, the swatch was not dry. The shade of green is a little, you can probably tell that the swatch is a little bit thick. What was I thinking? I just fully like that and I didn't really think about it. That's okay. Thankfully it's at least smaller. I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm ready to start painting now at least. So I'm running into a little bit of an issue that I thought might happen, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. And it's that the greens laid down super well, like the opacity of them. I did 2 layers. Honestly, the dark green, I did 1 layer and it was solid, looks really good. The orange and yellow though, I don't know if it's just that I didn't mix as many different colors and pigments together to get the shade, or maybe it's just those particular colors, the paints in general, but it's just a lot thinner than I was hoping. It's not as like smooth and solid of a color as I was hoping it would be. I'm gonna keep pushing through because that's always my motto. Sometimes things just get to that really ugly stage where it looks terrible and you just gotta keep going. That's just the process of art. It just happens. So I'm gonna try, I don't know if I need to like mix something else with it or if I kind of just need to build up the layers more. I think after doing these ones though, I might on the next places where I do the lighter colors, do down a base of white first or a base of like my titanium unbleached white, and then do the color on top of it. That way it has more of a solid underground to then build up the color on top of it. But oh no, we're gonna see. This is the color that I'm going for, like these oranges on my book. We'll see. We're getting there. We'll get there. This is officially where we're leaving it for the night. I'm sealing up my paint. I didn't get as much done as I was hoping that I would, but I got good progress. I'm gonna try and seal up my paint. I'm gonna spritz it with some water because that'll help keep it where it doesn't dry out overnight, because I really don't wanna have to remix those same shades again to finish painting it hopefully tomorrow. I might pick one of my books to read. I've been in a little bit of a reading slump, trying to get out of it, and I'm hoping that with having my bookshelf done, being able to load up my books back in it and being fully finished with this project will like reinvigorate me to read again. I've been reading some manga, which is kind of like breaking me out of it, and I'm kind of ready for another novel. I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. So we'll see. We'll see for another day. Hello friends, I'm officially back. I think as far as working on this goes, I think it's day 3, but I've technically had this now for a little over a week, and I've just been picking it up kind of as I'm available as I go. Might actually be day 4 of from start to finish. Definitely day 3 of painting, I believe. But I am so happy the fact that all of my paints have stayed pretty well hydrated, all things considered. I did the like water spray method and then wrapped it in saran wrap before closing off my palette. And it, considering it's been a little over a week, like maybe 8 or 9 days, all of my colors for the most part are still going strong. A couple that are a little bit lower are starting to dry out. I just had to remix some more red and orange, not because they dried out, but because I just ran out of those colors. The greens and even the pinks, opacity wise, were holding up really well. I had a feeling that I might have some trouble with the orange and the yellow, and I was correct. I was having trouble with the orange and the yellow. So I think now that I've mixed up these colors, I muted them just slightly to kind of fit the tones of the rest of it. I'm going to go ahead and go over the ones that I've already done, and then I have 2 more new ones that I need to color in. And then I think after that I have the hands to do. I think I have some detail work and just some cleaning up, but I'm mostly done. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna finish up today, so I'm excited to get going. Oh, cardinal error. I just put my finger on a place that I just painted. That's okay. Boop, 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 boop. No one will know. We're good. We're fine. Okay. I think I'm going to finish up doing the orange off camera, or maybe I'll do it in like a close-up sense. But the color already, I'll do like a little close-up so you can see so much better. The slight tone down and going over in this next layer where the opacity is a little bit better, it looks infinitely better than before. I'll show you guys. So I don't know if you can see the difference or if it's picking up a ton on camera, but this is how like transparent they were before, and it just felt slightly too vibrant to go with the rest of it. Even this a little bit maybe feels a little bit like I want to tone it down, but the orange, it's the tiniest difference, but I think it makes a big difference. We're getting real casual with it today. I got my t-shirt, I got my jeans with some paint stains on them. It is officially, I believe, the 5th and final day that I'm working on this bookshelf. Again, not consecutively, but I'm pretty much all finished up. I'm just doing some kind of last finishing details to really bring it all together. I have had such a good time during this project, and it's genuinely been such a joy to film and record while I've gone through the process as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Based on all the footage, I feel like this is probably a long one, but I had such a fun time doing it. I'm going to finish it up, and then I'm probably gonna put some clips at the end of it fully styled and in place with my other bookshelf. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.